What's up? It's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, your friend, but I can't be your son. It's your kinfolk, Will Henry with articulating. This is articulating rap. Yeah, so this is my first full-length episode, right? I've been on Instagram, I've been on TikTok, I've been on Facebook, giving y'all the reels, giving y'all the shorter videos. So this is a way that I can fully break down a topic, right? And you can really kind of hear what I want to say. So thank y'all for lending your ear, right? Just thank y'all for being entertained, and I'm going to inform you, I'm going to educate you, and then I'm going to entertain you, because you know I got some great takes. I don't have the regular person's opinion, because you know a lot of people are on the group think, right? A lot of people like to think what the internet tells them to think, right? And I just kind of go against the grain, because like, who are you to tell me this is right, this is wrong, right? And then if you think this is the right thing, well, let me give you a perspective to oppose that opinion. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate, right? I'm just trying to offer different opinions, different takes, right? But what I want to talk about right now is that 21 Savage album, right? American Dream. Yeah, he's from Great Britain, but he's developed the Atlanta accent. I don't know how he did that, because they say he moved to the States at 14. So how was he able to develop that accent over that short course of time? Questions that need answering. Well, you know, 21, he's been doing this thing, right? He was on the Metro Boomin, you know, soundtrack. He was also on the Metro Boomin album, Heroes and Villains. Then before that, he was on Her Loss with Drake. So what I said on Facebook was 21 Savage is following in the What I said on Facebook is that 21 Savage is following in the same footsteps as Tupac, right? He started out as a background dancer. Now he's a lead singer. And the reason why I said that is because Tupac really was a background dancer. They gave him a verse, right? And then from that verse, he went on to do Tupacalypse Now. And I feel like he was the background dancer. I feel like 21 Savage was the background dancer in the Drake Her Loss album. I feel like that was Drake's album, and 21 Savage tagged along as a sidekick. But little did we know he was getting mentored, right? Little did we know that Drake was grooming him to drop something like the American Dream. Hey mate, that's what they would say in Britain. Right, so little did we know that 21 Savage would be able to give us this type of content, right? And I really like the album. You know, I can go through the track list. To be honest, it has no skips, right? I never listened to the album all the way through and was thinking like, this is the one track that I don't like. No, because it's so cohesive, it just flows into each other. Even a skit, one of the skits flows into the next song. So this is a very cohesive project. Of course, the production is superb, right? Because 21 Savage sometimes can be monotone. And I feel like he gave some energy, right? He was aware of that, and he gave us a little bit energy, a little bit more voice inflection in some of these songs. And the R&B parts, he went and got Summer Walker, he went and got Brent Faiyaz, and you know, Mariah the Scientist, and Red Sky. It had that rock and roll flavor to it. Oh my God, it was reminiscent of 2008 Lil Wayne, when he would do songs on those rock beats, right? But 21 Savage, man, he started off the year great, right? I don't think he could get any better. And Drake is throwing shade to Metro Boomin, saying, good job, my brother. He's saying good job to my brother, but he didn't want to give Metro Boomin the credit, because they've been on an ongoing feud on Twitter, because Metro was saying that Her Loss got nominated for a lot more Grammy categories, or a lot more musical categories, than the Heroes and Villains should have been nominated for. So, I mean, I don't care. right? Metro Boomin, you can feel a certain type of way, but you know, for Drake to hear that and for that to be received publicly, I can see why he felt salty about it. I can see why he didn't want to give you any credit to 21's success, but Metro Boomin sound is what upgrades 21 Savage sound, right? It's what challenges him to go further in his lyrical bag, which challenges him to go further in his musical bag sonically, because we heard him using a little bit of auto-tune. Of course, he's done it before, but like I said, he really like tried to be different on this album, but still kind of stay within the same lanes that he's always had. So 21 Savage, salute my brother, right? I'm not going to speak on that long. I feel like this is long and drawn out anyways. So, yes. I mean, as far as the tracks I like the most, to be honest, I love Brent. You know, I love Brent. So I love that R&B joint. I love the joint with Summer Walker. So those two R&B joints, I love those joints. Then Red Sky, like I said, that will be another, you know, Red Sky will probably be on that top 5 list. All of Me, the first song that, you know, the intro of the album. And I'll say Dangerous with Dirk. I'll say Dangerous with Dirk. I did like Letter to My Brother, but if you listen to Rollo Rodriguez's album that came out last year called Ben 1, it sounds very similar to Free Game. They use the same type of samples on Free Game, and I feel like Rollo Rodriguez made the better song than 21 Savage. But Letter to My Brother, you know, shout out to Thugger, that was heartfelt. So, you know, I will go with those tracks as some of those tracks, standout tracks that everybody should listen to. So, alright, I done said enough about this, okay? Shout out 21 Savage. But what's up with Reggie Bush, right? What's up with Reggie Bush calling out Nick Saban, saying that he ran off because of the NIL? What's your beef, Reggie Bush? What's your bone to pick, bro? Right, this man is 72 years old. Like, this man probably has grandkids and he still wants to be able to spend the rest of his life with quality movement, right? When you're able to move, when you're able to understand what a person is saying in your older age, you got to be more appreciative of that time. You got to take more seriousness of that time. But you want to make it about the NIL, bro. The man's won championships. Even if he retired 2 years later, he would still be the greatest football coach in college sports. So he's gonna be the GOAT regardless of when he retires. I don't see how him retiring now affects his legacy. I don't see how him retiring now is running away from NIL. Think about the pussy portal, right? The transfer portal. All these guys want to get in this damn pussy portal because they want to get the money, right? They want to get another chance because they don't want to compete. They don't want the discipline. They don't want the structure. They all about the bread, and get your bread, bro. But you got to have a clear direction in which you're trying to go. And I understand these young men might not have good direction. That's why the structure of staying under one house, one roof the whole time you're in college, it will work out better for you. Now, I get it when these guys, you know, quarterbacks transfer. I get it when somebody didn't get along with the coach, or somebody got in trouble and they got kicked off the team. And I get like different scenarios, right? I get the scenarios, but come on now. If you running from the grind like Damian Lillard told Paul George and still joined the Milwaukee Bucks to be with Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you're running from the grind, then it's going to catch up to you, right? If you're running from the grind in college, it's going to catch up to you in pros. If you're running from the grind of hard work, it's going to catch up to you in the results. It's going to catch up to you in the stats that you put out on the field. If you're running from the grind, I promise you, the easy way out will not do you no favors. The easy way out won't teach you the lessons that you need to learn. The easy way out won't give you that discipline. The easy way out won't show you the examples of sacrifice. The easy way out, that shortcut, always ends up at a dead end. So before y'all want to transfer, and before y'all guys want to take shots at Coach Saban, he's still the GOAT. So who cares? If he retires now, if he retires 5 years later, he's still going to be the GOAT of college football. Yes, over Bear Bryant, right? Nick Saban, LSU, Bama, Michigan State. Nick Saban, he was on Blindside. He was recruiting Michael Orr, and he still went to Ole Miss. Nick Saban, right? And he didn't say nothing like Deion, that he wants some dogs whose parents can barely afford the plane ticket to the recruit trip, who eating free lunch, right? He didn't say what Deion said. That's who he want to recruit. And for the quarterbacks, I want them to come from. Yeah, that's what Deion is on. Saban wasn't on that. Deion be disrespecting us right in our face. And I get it. He's Deion Sanders. He's prom tom. He's flashy. He used to have a bald head, but now he has a head full of hair. He used to have 10 toes. And, you know, in this situation, what he did with Jackson State, he wasn't 10 toes down. Right now, all of these Power 5 other jobs that look a lot more attractive than Colorado, I don't think he's going to stay 10 toes down. So all of y'all that are on the Deion bandwagon, he only won 4 games this year. Now he's going to get all the dogs. But all the dogs will go somewhere else too. It's only a limited amount of people that can be on a team, that can be on a roster. There are going to be other dogs. Right? And Deion, I don't know, like, is he going to be able to get these kids under control? Because this is the NIL. Y'all said Saban was running from the grind. This is a grind, Deion. You ain't going to be able to talk slick and put your shades on during this grind. Right? You ain't going to be able to pin on your star, your celebrity. You ain't going to be able to pin on your slick words on this grind. But hey, who am I? Right? I played college football. I didn't go to the pros. Right? I rapped, but I was never a professional rapper. Right? So, you know, this is my opinion. Everybody has their opinion. But like I said, I'm going to educate, inform, and entertain you. So I hope y'all like this. Right? Because, you know, I've been doing my research. Right? I've been looking at the football games. Right? I've been listening to the music. So I've been in the mix for a while now. Right? But let's talk about something else. Right? Let's talk about something else because you know, I was making a list of things I want to talk about on this first little podcast. And I'm looking now and I see Sexy Red, right? You know, the maternity photo shoots, you know, the photo shoots with her baby daddy blocked out, and he likes to wear the ropes with his dreads as well, similar to me, right? Don't call them dreads because ain't nothing dreadful about them. Stop it. I want you to dread me when I come around because you know you got to get better. You know you got to put in the work. I want you to dread seeing me succeed because you know you got to accept that challenge. I'm going to offer you. I'm going to help you elevate. So I want you to dread me. But right, when we was at home, we dreaded doing the chores. But now those chores that we had to do is what we need to do to be adults, what we need to do to have a clean environment, what we need to do to present ourselves a certain way. So those chores that we had to do long time ago, they benefit us now. But Sexy Red, man, I love Sexy Red. I love Sexy Red's music. I like her energy, and I just like she don't care. And you know, that's what I care about. I mean, that's what I aim for. That's what I strive for. So Sexy Red is actually inspiring. Maybe she's not inspiring to the young girl who's not fully understanding of what actually is going on, right? There are agendas, there are things that people say and do for the entertainment factor, and some people take it as their word, some people take it as gold, but we know that that gold is fool's gold. We know that their word is not as stout as they make it seem. But I mean, Sexy Red, she just being herself, right? And prayers to her and the gentleman, the baby daddy. I hope they have a beautiful and healthy child. I also hope that they can stay together, right? And continue to grow. I hope that she can help elevate him as well, so she won't have to hide his face, so she can show his face and not be embarrassed, right? I want her to succeed, right? Like I want all my brothers and sisters to succeed. And Sexy Red, you know, I get it. The women, I feel like the women come at Sexy Red the most, and that's the women that think they woke. That's the women that think they so classy. That's the women that think they shit don't stink, but roses really smell like boo boo boo. Yeah, roses really smell like boo boo boo. So before you try to sweep around Sexy Red's front door, sweep around yours. Before you try to point the finger at Sexy Red, there's two fingers pointing back at you from your past, from when you was in the hood, right? From when you was in the back seat of that car, and you and your date was getting it in, and your mama was calling, blowing up your phone, talking about, baby, where are you? It's almost 12, right? So before you judge Sexy Red, right, y'all need to look in the mirror. But shout out Sexy Red. So, you know, I just wanted to touch on these couple of topics, a little bit of football. I guess I'll talk a little bit more NFL next week because the playoffs are going on. I want to talk about this new 21 Savage. So I ain't going to really be having long, drawn out podcast episodes. But I just wanted to talk to you. This is your kinfolk Will Henry with articulating. This is articulating rap.